The Young and the Restless Recap Tuesday, full the 28th of July, 2026. Welcome back to our channel, you gorgeous drama-obsessed icons. Today is an absolutely beautiful day to absolutely lose our minds over the latest Genoa City chaos. We are serving piping hot tea with a side of existential dread, so grab your biggest iced coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive straight into the madness because we have so much ground to cover right now. Stop what you are doing. You guys, I am deceased. I am literally shaking, clutching my chest, and vibrating on a frequency that science cannot even explain right now. We need to talk about this now. Like, I am personally victimized by the sheer, unadulterated audacity of Victor Newman. I am filming this while literally running errands. I'm pacing around my kitchen, dodging my cat, and genuinely hyperventilating because I just had to jump on here and vent. My soul has actually left my body, besties. If you watched the July 27th episode of The Young and the Restless, you already know that the stakes are astronomical, and we are not just watching this show anymore, we are invested. Like blood pressure spiking, screaming into a throw pillow invested. I literally had to pull my car over just to process the sheer weight of what is happening on our screens. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step because my brain is visibly buffering from the sheer cinematic mayhem we just witnessed. Let's talk about Victor Newman, the man, the myth, the absolute menace to society. Basically, Victor is throwing the most unhinged temper tantrum in the history of corporate America, and I am straight up living for the villainy, but also terrified for my life. So Victor wanted Newman Media back. We all knew this. It's his precious baby, his empire, his whole aesthetic. But here is the tea, and it is scalding. Victor doesn't just want to win. Winning is boring for him. He wants to absolutely obliterate his enemies. He wanted to force Sally Spectra and Audra Charles into submission. He wanted them on their knees, begging for mercy, completely crushed under his designer Italian leather shoes. He wanted them to suffer. And honestly, that is so unhinged. Like, bestie, be for real, right now. Who has the energy for that much hatred? Oh, hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I was mid-skincare when this scene happened, and I legit smeared my charcoal mask all over my favorite white rug because I gasped so hard. Literally had to yeet my phone across the room. Okay, back to the main event. So, Adam Newman, sweet, tortured, deeply problematic Adam decides he's going to play the ultimate white knight. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on. Adam comes up with this supposedly brilliant plan where everyone gets exactly what they want. He buys Newman Media from Sally and Audra himself. This way, the girls get a massive payout, they don't feel used or humiliated, and Adam can just hand the company right back to Victor on a silver platter. It's a win-win-win, right? Wrong. So wrong. Send help. Because Adam genuinely thought he was doing something good, and instead, he just poked the most dangerous bear in Genoa City. Victor is completely and utterly furious. I am talking about a nuclear-level meltdown. He is genuinely enraged at Adam and Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea is catching strays in this too because she's Adam's partner in crime right now. Victor is looking at his own son like, how dare you give me exactly what I asked for without letting me psychologically torture two women who have literally never done anything to maliciously harm me. It's giving major I cannot even energy. Victor didn't want fairness. He didn't want a clean business transaction. He wanted pure, unadulterated agony and suffering for Sally and Audra. Because they dared to say no to him, they refused to bow down, and Victor's fragile billionaire ego simply could not handle it. And now, Adam and Chelsea are officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. And by that I mean they are at the very top of Victor's hit list. I'm calling it right now. The villain arc is about to go nuclear. Victor is going to make Adam pay, and he doesn't care if it's his own youngest son who ends up taking the fall. He is straight up willing to destroy his own flesh and blood just because Adam robbed him of the sadistic joy of crushing Sally and Audra. It's a high-octane psychological masterpiece of toxic parenting, and I am sitting here eating my popcorn while simultaneously needing to schedule an emergency therapy session. Like Victor's mustache was literally twitching with rage. Wait, random tangent. Did anyone else notice the lighting in Victor's office during that scene? It was so moody and dark, like a literal supervillain lair. The aesthetic choices on this show lately? Chef's kiss, but also terrifying. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event? Now, let's pivot to the absolute dumpster fire that is Sally Spectra and Billy Abbott. You guys, I literally cannot. I am so done with these two. They are a walking red flag factory. I am personally offended by their relationship at this point. Sally and Billy have never made sense. They are terrible for each other. They bring out the absolute worst, most toxic, most self-destructive flaws in one another, and I am screaming at my screen every time they share a scene. They are basically just two giant walking trauma responses masquerading as a couple. And the lies, the sheer volume of lies, they are constantly, chronically lying to each other about literally everything. It's not even cute anymore. It's genuinely exhausting. They are lying about Jill, they're lying about Adam, they're lying about their future. It's like they physically cannot speak the truth to one another. And don't even get me started on the vibes. The vibes are atrocious. Sally is sitting on this massive secret about selling Newman Media, feeling this huge wave of relief that she's finally out from under Victor's thumb, but can she share that pure, honest joy with Billy? Nope, because Billy is also keeping massive, earth-shattering secrets. Did I mention that yet? Oh my God, Billy is secretly working with Kane Ashby. Yes, Kane. The absolute audacity of this man to be sneaking around with Kane while Sally is fighting for her corporate life. They are both hoarding secrets like dragons hoarding gold, and it is a recipe for an absolute disaster. I am literally pacing holes into my floorboards just thinking of it. Sally has been through so much. She lost baby Ava. She's been dealing with all this corporate sabotage. She is basically running on fumes and iced lattes at this point. She needs a stable, supportive partner, and Billy Abbott is the human equivalent of a Jenga tower missing half its pieces. He is so chaotic. And now that Sally has sold the company and Billy is doing whatever shady business he's doing with Kane, the chasm between them is just getting wider and wider. They are smiling in each other's faces while hiding entire double lives behind their backs, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because there is no way this doesn't end in tears, screaming, and probably someone throwing a drink at the GCAC. Wait, let me just scream into my pillow for a second. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to release that energy because the Sally and Billy situation is genuinely attacking my soul. It feels like a personal attack that the writers are making us watch this beautiful, fiery, iconic woman settle for a man who can't even be honest with her about his business dealings. And Billy is just doing what Billy always does, self-sabotaging and dragging everyone else down into the mud with him. He is addicted to the chaos, and Sally is just going to be collateral damage when this whole house of cards comes crashing down. I am so unwell over this. My grip on reality is slipping, and this fictional relationship is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. But you know who is not a dumpster fire? You know who is actually thriving, glowing, and leaving everyone else in the dust? Audra Charles. Yes, besties, put some respect on her name. Audra is the only person in the entire city of Genoa who is actually happy right now. She is the blueprint. She is the moment. While everyone else is crying, screaming, and plotting revenge, Audra is just sitting there, booked, busy, and unbothered. She secured her bag. She got out of the Newman Media mess unscathed thanks to Adam's buyout, and she is entirely focused on her business. She is in her ultimate boss girl era, and I am straight up taking notes. Let's talk about why Audra is winning. It's because she is free. She is no longer tied down to Kyle Abbott's childish, petty, immature drama. Kyle is literally out here acting like a toddler, throwing his toys out of the pram, making dangerous deals and acting out, and Audra was just like, yeah, no, I'm good, bye. And she is completely free of Nate Hastings and his insufferable, judgmental, holier-than-thou attitude. Nate is always looking down his nose at people, and Audra simply does not have the time or the patience to be judged by a man who literally cheated on his girlfriend with his boss. Audra shed that dead weight, and now she is flying high without any mediocre men dragging her down. It is genuinely so refreshing to see a woman on this show just say, you know what? I choose my career. I choose my peace. I choose my bank account. Audra is not distracted by messy romances or toxic family feuds. She is laser focused on her empire. And Victor wanted to break her. He wanted to see Audra crumble because she refused to play his twisted little games. But she didn't break. She stood her ground, took the buyout from Adam, and walked away with her head held high and her bank account overflowing. It's iconic. It's legendary. She is officially my favorite person on this show right now, and if anyone tries to bring her down, I will personally riot. So basically, to summarize this absolute fever dream of an episode, Victor is a sadistic monster who is about to unleash holy hell on his own son, Adam, and Chelsea just for collateral damage. Sally and Billy are a ticking time bomb of lies, secrets, and toxic codependency that is going to blow up in their faces the second the truth about Kane and the Newman media sale comes to light. And Audra Charles is sipping champagne on a metaphorical yacht, completely unbothered by the peasants fighting below her. I am literally hyperventilating just thinking about what is going to happen next week. I need to go lay down on the floor and stare at the ceiling for an hour to process. Make sure you sound off in the comments because I need to know I am not spiraling alone. Until next time, besties, stay messy and stay invested.